I once did some workplace research for a large chain of tire stores, and the owner of one of those franchises I visited with may have been the most genuine and authentic leader I have ever met. Frank's retention rates were some of the highest I had seen in the auto industry, averaging 10 years of employment. Entering his store felt like walking into a family reunion, with a real sense of love and siblinghood, and the source of that camaraderie was very clear. It was because of Frank himself. Frank ran a great tire store with great customer service, but he also worked every day to help his people get what they wanted in life. And just as importantly, Frank's employees knew that this was one of his goals because they could see it right in front of them. On the day I visited, Frank took me back into his office and he showed me a huge cork board that he had hung on the wall of his office. Tacked on that cork board were 8 different pictures, one for each of his employees. In the top left corner, there was a picture of a couple looking at a baby. And I asked Frank, who was that? And he told me that it represented Ben and Heather. They had really worked hard to start a family. And Frank was working equally as hard to find different ways that Ben could earn a little extra money to pay for fertility options. Then there was a picture of a boat, and that was for Steve, who wanted to buy himself a fishing cruiser. And then there was a sketch of a house that was represented by Riley and Melissa, who were saving for a down payment on their first home. And then finally, near the bottom of the board, I noticed a picture of another tire store. Frank smiled and he told me that this was for Ray. And Ray dreamed of managing his own store one day. And then as I looked at the dreams tacked up on his cork board, Frank looked back at me and he said, "These are my people. And what matters to them matters to me." And here's what I realized in that moment. That it's one thing to listen as a leader, but it's another thing to effectively communicate that you remember and value what was said. It matters to your employees that you listen and that you care about their dreams. And it matters to them that their dreams matter to you.